Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm bringing you guys a quick review of a LEGO book. This is the new edition of the DC Character Encyclopedia, which I believe released earlier this year in 2022. I don't know exactly when though, because honestly, I just was looking this up the other month because I forgot that it released. I always buy these books for the exclusive minifigures. I did like reading them a lot when I was a kid, but this this book has a minifigure that I've been really excited for. I think that this is the best exclusive minifigure in years. It is a Val-Zod Superman from Earth-2, and I'm really excited to open it. What's kind of interesting about this book though is that usually these minifigures come in clear bubbles like on the front, but now he's like packaged inside and you have to kind of punch this thing open. So I think that that might be theft prevention, because I know a lot of times people would just open the bubble and steal the minifigure out at a bookstore, which was a pretty bad thing to do. So Val-Zod is in here. Oh, that's actually a little sticker. I thought that that was printed onto the book, but it is a sticker. I guess I'm just supposed to peel that up, but I don't want to like damage the inside cover of the book. This is just a really interesting way for LEGO to package this figure, because I've never seen them do something like this. So that's peeled up, and then I guess I just punch right here, or do I lift up? Oh, okay. I lift up here. It's just a very awkward design in my opinion, and there is our Val-Zod. Val-Zod looks pretty good. I don't really know much about this character. I knew he existed before this book came out, but I haven't seen any media with him in it because I don't think he's been in live action yet, and I haven't seen anything in animation with him. But I really like the design of his suit. I think that having the red, white, and blue is pretty nice. But obviously it's much more blue and white than red. And I kind of like that. I like that, you know, Clark Kent Superman, like all of the spots in his costume that would be red are kind of swapped for white in this one. And I think that that's pretty awesome. It's also just nice to get a minifigure of Black Superman. Like, this is exactly the kind of alternate universe thing that I think is perfect. It's like perfect source material for an exclusive minifigure. But it does give me 2015 DC minifigure vibes in a way, because there's no side leg printing. And I feel like that was a big problem in 2015, because 2015 is like just when dual molding was starting and not many minifigures had side leg printing. And it annoys me. It's 2022. This is a cool exclusive minifigure, but come on, LEGO. Would it really have been that much harder for you to dual mold the legs or print them on the sides? Because it just makes the minifigures look really bad from the side. And I don't think that that's a thing that they should still be doing in 2022. I really like the new face print though, and this hairpiece is pretty rare. The only other minifigure it comes on is Sam Wilson Captain America, so it's nice to see it in a different place. I think it does look a little bit awkwardly short. I thought that on Sam as well. It feels like a little bit of an odd shape for the minifigure head, and when he's not wearing a mask like this, I think it looks just a little bit odd, but I still like it overall. He does have some back printing as well that is pretty nice. But he's using the one hole style of cape, and I really don't like that one because it kind of just puffs out too much. Like, I want the cape to lie flatter against the minifigure's back and not be sticking out a little bit. So moving on from the minifigure, I do want to take a second to look at this book. I know a lot of people probably only care about the figure, as do I, but I do want to read this book like eventually, or like flip through it, even though I have not really looked at one of these books in a really long time. Like I said, I keep buying them, but I never like really look at them. But I really like them. I mean, they have like fun, engaging art styles. It's awesome to see like a full history of the LEGO minifigure, like, well, the LEGO minifigures depicted in these books. But like, yeah, like I love seeing like all of these different variants of Superman, because sure, you can look them all up on Bricklink or whatever, but it's just nice to have them kind of like physically laid out like this. That Black Superman is still a minifigure that I really want. Well, Black Suit Superman, because Val-Zod is like the black, you know, like African-American Superman. That's a terrible render of Lois Lane. I can't believe we've only had 2 Lois Lane minifigures. But yeah, so I think that if you haven't given these books a chance, they can be pretty interesting. And yeah, they are like aimed at kids, but they do tell you a lot about, you know, just like the history of these minifigures. Val-Zod, I don't think that's a great picture of the minifigure. Like, all the others are very like high gloss, like professionally photographed, and this one kind of just seems like, it seems almost like a fan submitted photo, honestly. But I mean, like, I like something like this because then it gives me more information about like this character that I don't really know anything about. I also like how it's separated into sections, so I guess that was Superman, because then this one is Superman's enemies. And actually, do they have a minifigure? Yes. I wanted to say, I think that this is my favorite Superman adjacent minifigure. That's not Supergirl, I guess, because I really love the Supergirl minifigure. She's one of my all-time favorites. But Lex is also one of my all-time favorites. I think he was like a gift with purchases of like the DC Supervillains game. And I really love this minifigure. I think that Val-Zod is a great minifigure as well. Like, both of these guys are really nice, like, you know, Superman adjacent minifigures. And honestly, I wouldn't mind if LEGO kept doing figures like this, because I love getting, you know, more obscure characters like this in LEGO form. Especially because if they were in a set, I kind of don't think that they would be this detailed. I should really do like more minifigure collection videos. That's always been something that I wanted to do, but I've never really gotten around to. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just nice that they've kind of separated this out into kind of corners of the universe, because that was Superman, and then we're getting into Batman. There's way too many Alfreds, I think. There's so many Alfreds. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to flip through this entire book because we don't need to be here all day. But even like seeing all the Batman suits laid out, and it's nice that they're including the Lego Batman movie, because that's not technically part of the DC theme. So I still like that, you know, Lego's including those variants. So yeah, actually, the more I flip through this, the more I actually want to sit down and read it. Ooh, look, Joker section. I love seeing all the minifigures like this, and I love reading about them. So I don't know, maybe this is what I'm gonna do tonight. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about these books in general, and let me know what you think of the Val-Zod Superman minifigure. Harley Quinn, she's like my favorite DC character. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com. I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.